Alright guys, Puppy's World, bear with me for a second as I just finish up a cup of coffee real quick. Got to go in and do this, but I had a chance to talk to some audio reps that I normally would not get the chance to talk to, and the audio reps and stuff that I spoke with actually. Let's just put that. I'm sorry guys, hang on one second. Alright, so got my pot of coffee done here. I can just go in there like that. Put my cream away. I gotta pour me up real quick. But guys, I had a chance to meet with some of these reps and talk about some of this high-end audio equipment, specifically from like companies like, oops, got a little discrepancy there too. Do this quick, but as I'm just pouring my coffee, guys, and stuff, wanted to quickly talk about what I learned yesterday. After looking at some of these high-end products and companies, including DH Labs, Kimber Cable, Nordost, JPS Labs, McIntosh, Monitor Audio, and whatnot. However, some of it's good, and some of it's complete audio hype. So I'll go ahead in the other room here once I've poured my cup of coffee good, and we will talk about some of the products and things that I saw and whatnot, and other things that I saw that I didn't like, and things that I saw that were kind of, you know, choose your own. And we'll go in the other room in a second. Hang on. Alright guys, in the living room again, back, and I'm going to bring you over here. Got our cup of coffee going and all that. And I've got kind of a setup over here of some of the literature that I received. Go ahead and put me down right there. But, so in the meantime, though, we will go ahead and I'm going to power everything on slowly, as I do normally by myself. This is my living room, guys, so all this equipment is mine. I'm going to own it for the rest of my life, as this is why I have chosen... so some of the people wanted me to clarify that, as the wife last night told me there are some people at her work that consistently watch my videos that would love to know what I am choosing to use personally and what I am choosing to just kind of review on and give my side of the story, so to speak. And my side of the story, so to speak, is more or less what I choose to keep and what I choose not to keep. You'll see in my videos for about maybe a week or so, a month, and then it'll be gone. That's what I have chosen not to keep. I've either sold it then to someone else. I've not returned it, guys. I buy these things differently than most consumers would. However, I do the option of actually being able to meet with these reps in person, the representatives from the company, you know, as opposed to just going to audio exhibitions and shows and whatnot. Guys, check out Exponia in Chicago every May. That's a really good show. However, some of the things that I got a chance to look at in person and actually see, I'm really... I have to report on it, guys. And I've got a lot of the things right here that I really feel did a lot for the audio companies, but never did much for me. This stuff is very expensive. It's very high-end. Moving from kind of from down the line, top of the line, moving down further, moving down even further. Some of these products, guys, are extremely nice, but just they're a little bit over the top compared to some of the similar price points of products that have been out and established for quite some years. So, things like AC power cables from DH Labs. Guys, what do you think? I mean, I have to report honestly that after plugging these things in, they swap them out to a like made in China cable that is probably manipulated from the lab to begin with. So it's got grounding issues with it. It's got distortion value. You know, when they plug it in their lab, it makes 60 hertz hum. It buzzes. It causes video distortion even. So it doesn't even isolate like the signal going into the product. And then when they plug that out, I'm sorry, when they unplug that and plug in their you know, their red wave or their power plus, that all goes away. And it looks extremely aesthetically pleasing. It's, you know, they claim a lot of improvement. Did I hear, see, or notice any myself? Absolutely not. Honestly, no, I did not notice that. I did not notice anything different from any of these cables, guys. And I hate to kind of bash these companies or these products. I'm not bashing the companies. What I am bashing is the fact of spending the amount of money they're asking for on some of these products. Yeah, right there. So I was given the opportunity and chance to buy them all after hearing them and trying them and seeing them. And just comparing them to kind of the things that I own, I would have gone with like a 3 meter right here because we should know, guys, like that's metric, so you're gonna have to convert that to feet. But that's a pretty long cable for $400, but $400 for a digital, I mean, come on. It just doesn't make any sense. For digital USB, you know, so I've got the same thing plugged in my computer right now in my office with a AudioQuest cable. Oh my God, not half the price. I mean, literally a 16th of the price, guys. And it performs the same way. Will it do anything for me? No. When will it improve something or make a difference? Maybe if you had some of this equipment with really high-end Monitor Audio Platinum Series speakers, and you were going from extremely cheap, like in-wall CL3 rated monster cable speaker wires to something like that. Sure, it's going to make a big difference. It's going to make a huge difference, but not all of us have high-end products from Monitor Audio like this that are going to require these connections like this. Guys, so in my true opinion, a lot of this stuff is simply hype. But some of it's not. I've chosen to keep kind of the things up here on the desk that I've chosen to kind of purchase into and get into. So one of the things from DH Labs, as you can see, that I chose to get into was their interconnect cables. So their Silver Sonic interconnect cables, I think the braided ones are very aesthetically pleasing, of course, but more or less, they actually made a big difference. They made a big difference in the tonal quality, in the response of the sound, and more or less in how they connect. It almost held tighter on the RCA connection. Not that that makes a difference, but there are just little differences that over time we unplugged some generic RCA cables after about 16 days of use, and there was corrosion on the end of there. It started to turn, you know, it was not gold plated, it was copper, and that started browning, and you know, so there were issues over time over the longevity of the cable. Not only that, they had someone's son come in and use the cable on his computer setup with his phone, and very haphazardly do so. So what I mean is he whipped the cable around a lot. He actually made an effort to try and destroy it purposely, and could not do so. And then with the cheap supplied cable that he had brought at like $5 made in China, within a minute, guys, after whipping it around and trying to plug it in haphazardly, it completely fell apart and broke. And once he had tried to plug it in, it just wouldn't operate whatsoever at all. So, and he's sitting on my 3D glasses right here. I gotta move those. Okay. I'll just put this up here for a minute, guys. All right. Okay. Oops. So, get a sip real quick and we'll be back. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stuff on in my living room here as I normally would. This is the normal traditional way of turning things on. This is no video stuff. There's no... Oh, by the way, the wife got some comments yesterday at work, questions actually, that were asking, does your husband use scripts to do his YouTube videos? He seems extremely scripted and memorized in terms of what he's saying. Guys, I don't know what to say here. I'll go in the mirror, actually, if you need me to do so, and prove that I'm not using a script. I don't really care if you think I'm using a script or not. However, there's no script here, guys. I am completely... There's nothing in my pockets. I'm not using any, nothing. Got an e-cigarette right here. So, no script, guys. You see Puppy's World in the flesh, huh? Don't really care. I'm not shy from the camera. I'm not afraid. I did this stuff for quite some time. I don't give a crap what you people think about me. This stuff is not on me. That's why people that really, comment on people's videos and the way they do them, the method they do them, and the content in them, screw you, go to hell. These videos are for us, guys. They're for us to watch, for us to gain knowledge out of, for a community, for us to come together and enjoy our products, but also for consumers to know what to buy, what not to buy, and what I like, simply. This is just what I simply like and what I choose to purchase and what I don't. So that's why I'm kind of bringing you in the office right here, because this is stuff that I choose to purchase for myself as well, long term. And this is stuff I'm going to keep very, 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 very long, and I'm going to recommend to individuals as well, not only my family, but friends, as well as coworkers. But this room is a little bit over the top in terms of 2-channel audio. So it's more or less meant for, I'm bringing you in here for your 2-channel audio people, vinyl lovers. And my living room would be more or less your home theater buffs, surround sound guys, and object-based surround sound, whatnot have you. So this is more of the vinyl room. However, I have to show you something from Red Dragon Audio, guys. Red Dragon Audio, as you can see, I'm very fond of them, very keen of them already. I got a sticker permanently placed on my Parasound preamplifier. However, Red Dragon Audio has come out with a number of products in the last couple of years. And they've been doing stuff for the last about 10 years out of Utah, I believe, Salt Lake City, Utah. And they've got some extremely useful products that just kind of bring your level, your listening level over the top. And what I wanted to show was simply, I got a chance to view kind of all these awards, what they were given, for, how, when, and which, and, well, for what purposes. So, after looking at these awards, going from kind of, most recent to the past, I got extremely interested in, well, there's my brand, my favorite brand, Red Dragon Audio, I see. I see spatials, I see anti-cables there, but more or less, I see my favorite Red Dragon Audio brand coming out with either a mono or a stereo amplifier. Usually I've been partial to their mono black amplifiers at about $1,000 a piece, but they just pump insane wattage, about 1,000 watts at 8 ohms and about 1,500 watts at 4 ohms and, gosh, 2,000 bridged. But they've come out with something a little interesting. Yeah, that's the S500 Power Amplifier. It's going to be 2,000, guys. That's absolutely phenomenal. But they've come out with one for $200 as well. A black or a white one. You can check it out on reddragonaudio.com, I believe. However, it's extremely powerful for $200. And I'm going to have to bring you up on my computer here to show you because, guys, I can't pass this up. Okay, so I got the projector powered up and running, as you can see. A little bit of vapor rising in the air. However, just a cheap projector, guys, with sound, speakers, 2 HDMI inputs, USB, VGA, whatnot. But the cheapest projector I could possibly find at 1080p high quality. And yeah, it's like less than $200, guys. So that's what I got going on here. Replaceable lamp, removable power supply, of course. But most importantly, remote control, too. So we're in HDMI. We're going to have to go change source real quick, guys. We're going to go to PC really quickly. So now we're in PC. And I'm going to bring you up my website I got to show you. So, bear with me. Alright, guys. So I got it up and running on the wall on the iRulu projector, not the Epson. So, here it is. Here's the Red Dragon website. And I'm going to go to... They've got some cable elevators and stuff that are sold out, unfortunately. But I'm going to be moving away from something like this. We're not going this high end. This is for the people that are wanting a budget amplifier at an extremely useful price, guys. Extremely useful price. So, Yes, you can pre-order this guy at $200, but what I want to show you is the specifications on him. Get him in black, and yes, we'll go ahead and take a look at the back of the thing really quick. But one of the coolest thing, guys, is XLR balanced connections out of it. That is extremely useful right there. So take a look at the back of this thing. Removable power supply, XLR balanced connections. Yep, I can't really get the, I have to go to the computer kind of get a better look at it, a little bit more defined. That's still a bad look at it though. So we want to look at the specifications. So we will. That's kind of one of the things in the awards are unprecedented. 10% deposit required to secure an S500 from our next production batch to be ready at the end of February. If you're purchasing a pair, then select quantity of 2 in the drop-down. Guys, I suggest some people get on this train, as I already have, and will be showing these things as soon as they kind of arrive. But once again, this is XLR balanced stuff. Not only, though, you can use analog as well. But it's the power ratings and what they do in terms of efficiency and wattage that I think are going to blow people out, just blow you away. Okay, so I'll begin right here. Proprietary input buffer stage with XLR and RCA inputs. But, yes, 2 by 250 watts at 8 ohms. 2 by 500 watts at 4 ohms. Okay, your bridged mono, one time at one speaker, is 1,000 watts. Yes, 1,000 watts at 8 or 4 ohms. 30 amp max output current. Signal to noise ratio at 121 decibels, guys. Normal voltage gain is 26 over 32 decibels. And a sensitivity, well, is pretty good. Look at the minimum load now at 2 ohms and 4 ohm. Short circuit thermal and overcurrent protection. ROHS compliant. Frequency response, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz at plus or minus 0.3 decibels, guys. Typical total harmonic distortion plus noise at 8 ohms is 10 watts out equals, guys, this is what is impressive, 0.003%. Remember how I kept telling you guys I was so hot on the Emotiva and the efficiency of it, the total harmonic distortion plus the noise, the values? Well, guys, this thing, for less money and better connections, gives you some of the best efficiency I've ever heard in terms of quality of audio. And right there, 5-year warranty to original owner and a 45-day in-home trial. That's kind of also what I'm hot on, guys. SVS does it. Red Dragon Audio is doing it now. 45-day in-home trial. That is insane. A 45-day in-home trial is just, and right there you got a 3.5mm DC trigger cable included, a 14-gauge shielded power cord. Okay, and it weighs 12 pounds, guys. That's not something to mess around with. 12 pounds out of a little amplifier like that. And it's a little different. You'd think it's pretty small just by looking at the picture. No, they're pretty long, of almost a foot long. Maybe even longer than that. So, I think we'll go right here quick. But for video purposes, guys, I think we're going to come to an end. As I told you, I'd turn everything on in the living room there and do a video right out of that. So, we'll be going there. But thank you for watching, as I really had to show you guys this, as kind of people have been asking, what's the next in the works? What are you doing next, and what are you going to be buying next? There you have it, guys. So I think that's the next best thing to purchase, and I think that's going to be really what gives us above the top in terms of quality here. But that's for our vinyl 2-channel lovers. Not to say that you can't put that in a room with the SR7010 and the Oppo UDP203. Of course you could. It would just bring the SVSs up by phenomenal result. I mean, it would just bring it up, guys, times probably multiple. You'd probably multiply the, not the volume here, I'm talking efficiency, signal to noise ratio, and decibels probably by maybe 0.006. So, we'll be back, guys. We'll have some equations worked out in terms of what that means in terms of impressive audio. But thanks for watching, and please subscribe, guys. We'll be back with some more equipment, too. Thank you.